Hey, you're now listening to So You Were Saying
with Dora and Lex.
Tune in every Friday for the latest episode. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of So You Were Saying with your host,
Dora.
and Lex.
Hootie hoo.
Are you guys going to miss this intro? Because I think we should change it for season 2. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Yeah.
Hater. Why you got to be the biggest hater? You're on the podcast, bro.
Hating on my own intro. I know. It's insane. You guys, we are on our season 1 recap. Y'all, like, I'm so excited, not because like the season 1 is ending, but that we got through season 1.
Yes, no.
Like, we did it.
We did.
We said we're doing a podcast. We did the podcast. We're doing the podcast. And y'all, it's a mother flipping business up in here. Okay?
Yes, it is.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold on. Wait. They don't know because they don't know.
Oh, they don't know.
They don't know.
Spill the tea, sis.
I'm about to spill it. I'm going to say it.
I hope y'all can hear, like, I'm smiling from ear to ear right now.
So today, the ladies of So You Were Saying hit their first reel with 10K.
Yes.
Last time I checked, I think it was 10.2K as we speak. That is ridiculously marvelous. Like, what?
Y'all, we did not see that coming, first of all. We're not like IG famous because we're still only less than 2,000 followers, but it's growing.
We're up and coming.
We're up and coming. Our page is growing. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who took the time to share the reels today, who liked the reel today, who shared it twice. I saw y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I saw y'all, okay?
The love was real.
And
the tear was coming.
And we were just like, whoa. I promise you, it all happened so fast today. I was like, are you seeing this? Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm talking about 30 minutes. It was like, boom.
Yeah, literally in 30 minutes. I remember, when I posted it, 30 minutes later, we were on the phone. I was like, it has over 100 likes in 30 minutes, which is, guys, that's a lot for our page right now because we're still, the underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
So 100 likes in 30 minutes for us is like, oh, snap. And then
that's our viral.
Yeah, right. Like, we were like, oh, we popping.
We have money coming in these streets.
And then the day is going on, and I didn't realize that my phone wasn't doing disturb. So she calls me. She's like, "Do you see the numbers?" I'm like, "No." And I checked. I was like, "Oh my God, sis!"
The phone kept ringing. It kept buzz.
It's about to go down.
It was going down.
But that was such an accomplishment for us today. So we're very excited about that. And yeah, we just thank you guys. Like It's you guys. Like, it's not us. It's y'all. So
yes. Thank you for liking my little reel.
Yes. Thank you for liking the reel. Thank you for sharing so that other people can follow us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing.
Moving on.
What are we here for?
Season 1 recap.
Let's do it. All right. So we wanted to make this as structured as possible, guys, because we just, wanted to get to all of the juicy little details that we didn't, or commentary or questions that were hit up through the DMs, through the secret text messages. I see some of y'all. Yeah. But anyways, we're going to put you on the spot. Not put you on the spot because, we always protect privacy, but we're going to let you know what it is, what it do.
Yes. So let's get started.
Let's go. Start it off, girl.
Episode 1. So essentially what we did was we wrote down each episode. And I feel like you just explained this, and my brain just like went blank.
Right?
Did you just explain this?
I did.
I was coughing.
They heard you. I can't edit that out, girl. It's in there. Well, whatever. She's gonna take up episode 1, so let's go. Episode 1.
Got it. Episode 1. Your relationship isn't a partner's. Actually, this is all you, sis.
Yes, okay, but you can introduce it.
Okay. So if you guys remember, episode 1 was called Your Relationship Isn't a Partnership. And I went into a lot of detail about my own personal situationships, right? And someone had a question about Miss Dora's smooth full story, right? So they wanted to know, first of all, who is Smooth? which we're not gonna tell y'all. But
you're not gonna know.
You're not gonna know that part. But they wanted to know what went down with Smooth. So tell us.
So in essence, that comment, and I know because it came through one of my people's, being from off of my IG page into the So You're Saying page. So his question was, oh, I know that there's more to that story. What's more to the story? So I think in the episode, I pretty much go in depth in regards of how I felt. And these were honest conversations. Like everything that I released during that episode was true. Was one of the main reasons why he left because I was not satisfying him sexually? Yes, it very much was. He stated it.
Wait, what? I honestly don't even remember this episode. So fill me in. Right. Who is Smooth? Like, okay, obviously don't tell her, but tell me.
Right.
I'm a little lost.
Oh boy, I don't know if I could say this without putting it out there. I'm just gonna say medical field.
Is this someone that we saw, like that I saw, that I met?
Right, exactly. Okay, so Turtles.
Did I meet him?
Yes, Turtles.
Oh,
baptism after.
Yes,
okay.
yes,
that person. Yes. Okay.
Oh,
right.
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm back.
She's back. She's been filled in on who this is. So in essence, the gentleman that asked the question, he's like, I feel like there was more to it. And I mean, yes, he felt like he was being abandoned in that relationship because I was dedicating too much time to my work at that time because I was working for the facility and I was actually opening one of the new facilities and taking over a very damaged one at the same time. So in essence, I did not lie. But the thing is, when it came down to it, he is the type of person that needs that, like his love language is sexual. That's what it is.
You know, someone asked me today.
Oh God, here we go.
Someone asked me today.
Okay.
And I know they're going to hear this. So let me just go ahead and I'm not gonna,
spilling your tea.
Right. And was basically saying like, so how's your sex life? And do you feel like your sex life is like, is there something that you could be doing that I could be doing to improve my sex life? Because after you have a baby,
libido goes down a little bit.
Not even just that, but like the relationship loses intimacy because of lack of sex. And my response to that was there are many forms of intimacy that don't require sexual activity.
That is true.
Like, I don't feel like sex should be a
main focus.
Not the God, it's such a tough thing because, like, yes, sex is important in your relationship. Yes, for me at least, I need to be physically attracted to you to have a sexual attraction to you. But aside from that, like, sex is not the only form of intimacy that it just needs to be the priority. I don't feel like sex should be the priority. I can speak in your relationship as far as like intimacy goes.
Sis, I love you, but I feel like this is another episode of So You. Like I have so many comments to that.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that was like it's funny that you say that, like, right. About you weren't satisfying him sexually, and that was like, bro, there's so many other things that you can be doing that are non-sexual, like holding hands. You know what? Again, this is an episode within itself.
We just started up season 2.
Right, season 2.
Season 2.
But okay, moving on.
But just to quickly wrap up that story. So in essence, the reason why I pointed focus to that is because for him, his love language was physical, right? And by him not having that physicality,
there are other forms of physical intimacy
I get
you don't have to put the thing in the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I completely understand. I understand the thing in the thing. However, what I'm saying is it all depends on what that person's love language is because everybody doesn't perceive everything the same way. So love languages, and again, I forget what that book is. The 5 love languages, Gary something. You need to read that book because honestly, it's like amazing. It will point out a lot of things. Many people, like you can do one thing for someone that's active service, you can do something very small and it's like the world. And then you can do that same thing to someone else and it's like, bruh, that's all you got?
Why'd you do it?
Exactly. And it means nothing.
Or I didn't ask for that. Oh, I used to hate that line.
Exactly. Oh, I've heard that one.
I didn't ask you to do that.
Exactly. Or you're being doing.
God. Moving on.
But that's nor here nor there. But what I'm saying is for him, because his love language was physical, it mattered a lot. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's who he is. And I understand my downfall in not making sure that my partner's love language was being acknowledged the same way that I wanted my love language to be acknowledged. So I do take responsibility of that. And I did express that in the episode, sir, but you didn't understand that. But what he did say, and it did hurt me because at the end of the day, the comment that went through it once we had the conversations years later was if had I not broken up with you at that point in time, I was going to cheat. It was going to happen because physically my needs weren't being met and I was just going to move on somewhere else because your concentration, your space, everything seemed to be on the facility. And I'm not the facility, and that's not what I was looking for within a partner. And I had to respect it, and he left, and best of luck to you, Smith.
I respect that. I respect that response.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Has nothing to do with that what happened the night that I saw him, though, but that's neither here nor there.
What?
The night that I saw him.
Okay.
Right? And remember, I said what I said, and messages were, you know.
Oh, you said what I said. Yes.
Yeah. You see? Because he slacked. That's all I'm saying.
Lord Jesus. Okay.
I hope you hear this.
All right.
You slacked. You dropped the ball.
Lex felt some type of way when she met you, sir.
Absolutely. Moving on.
All right. Episode 2.
Yes.
Oh, actually, you could take over this one because I got to explain this one as well.
Yes, you do. Episode 2, your energy isn't being reciprocated. Ooh, such and such comment to people's importance in our lives. So, guys, this story that she's about to tell is going to go back to the time in the episode when I said that if it was me in that hospital, you would have been there.
The episode that Dora left it all on the internet and shed a tear when she said she was not going to cry on the podcast right away. And there we go, episode 2, bam. But honestly, that comment came across actually by one of my other very close friends. We're going to name her Tree Hugger because that's what
yes. Oh my God. Yes. She's such a tree hugger, you guys. I love it. It's so cute.
But in essence, what Tree Hugger's statement was, wow, like it was very raw and uncut that you figured out that it was because of the relationship that you had with, I forgot what we gave her, that name of that person.
Teddy,
yes.
How could you forget? Hello, Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, God. How could I forget? So it was honestly, the situation played out the way that it did because of the dynamic between Teddy and I. There was a lot of backstory with the way that Teddy and I saw the world and the lack of evolution from Teddy versus the way that I am constantly trying to outgrow myself. Mm-hmm. So in essence, a lot of it came down to the fact that when I did leave the facility, Teddy took that as a personal attack against her. It was, I was leaving her behind, but it's not that I was leaving her behind. I mean, technically, in a sense, I was leaving her behind because I was no longer working for the facility, but I didn't mean it in a sense of, oh, we can never be friends because I'm outgrowing this situation.
I saw something today that read,
what?
It's kind of just like along the lines of like normalize outgrowing people without animosity.
Right.
And that's what I get. Like, just because you're moving on with your life doesn't mean that I have any ill will or, negative energy towards you. It just means that you're there, I'm here, and we're no longer going the same path.
Correct. But she took it as being that exactly. She took it as animosity, like almost in a sense of I was trying to be better than her. I think personally. I mean, Teddy's never said this, but just because of many circumstances that happened before, that's how I perceived her.
Yeah, I don't understand why people make that such a hard, like, not everybody's meant to continue to go in your life in the same direction that you're going.
For seasons and not for a lifetime.
And not for a lifetime, and that's just what it is.
Right. But I mean, that's just what it is. That was very cold glass of water that fell on my face when that whole episode was playing out. Because again, we don't pre-record. We don't know. It's kind of like going with the flow, and it just happened. And when Lex popped and said that, I was like, wait, what? I was like, that had never actually crossed my mind. And just the thought of that just like completely gave me anxiety.
The only reason why I remember, like, why that comment came to is because I remember her making, or you telling me that she made a comment about you bringing me pizza while I was pregnant during the whole pandemic. Right? Like,
Lord Jesus.
It's just like,
yes.
Like, but that was another instance where it kind of just, it was the same thing. It was like, okay, well, you'll do this for her, but you're not doing it for me.
Right. Guys, I made vegan pizza.
Which I love.
It was really good. And Lex was pregnant at the time with Turtle. And I brought her a slice of pizza. It was not an interaction.
So random.
Right. And it was not an interaction between us because I was very much one to follow every restriction with quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally left it at the door.
She left at the door.
And I ran back into my car and then spoke to her. She wasn't even at the location when I dropped it off originally. And it was just like, it's not that serious. It was,
but to her, it was that serious,
right?
Because it was something that she wanted you to do or whatever, and no, it was the hospital thing. It was like, oh, you didn't come see me in the hospital, but you can go take Lex some pizza.
She's pregnant. I didn't want to stay. I'm joking. That sounded so bad. It's getting in the episode.
All right,
I said what I said.
On to episode 3. Episode 3, men have feelings too.
Oh God, this is also me. What is it about my people's having a lot to say?
You see, it's all your people says. BK's comments. Okay,
yes.
People don't know who that is, right? Because that's a nickname, I'm assuming.
That is a nickname.
Okay, great. I didn't want to throw nobody on the
spot.
spot.
BK, you're famous. I love you, boo. He's gonna be like, why you gonna put on my nickname like that? But BK is Brooklyn. But in essence, we received actually a very nice comment from him. And it was basically along the lines of he was just impressed that as 2 females, we had such great insight and brought forth a lot of comments and concerns that men have that aren't always vocalized.
Right.
And he was very appreciative of that. And he's like, you guys are going places. And I don't know. I love that. I know I mentioned it and I gave you that comment when he sent me that text message, but I just thought that we should just, because that was a very tough episode as far as men have feelings too, to be done from the perspective of a female, but also have the forefront and keep the feelings of a man very present.
Right. Which was complete opposite of the commentary that I got from that episode, which was, you need a man's perspective. No, I didn't ask you for your perspective. Not that we don't want it. It's just like we're 2 women trying to, express our feelings that we have about men and about men's feelings and be like, we were on your side, bro.
Through our own experiences.
Right. Through our own experiences, but we were on your side. So stop.
But wait, did they feel like we didn't accurately portray something?
Yeah, but I don't remember the specifics of it. It was a phone conversation, so I don't have any message to back it up.
Okay.
So I don't want to go too deep into it, but just that was like one of the things that I got was like, oh, you need a man's perspective. I'm like, no, because the whole point of it was to give our perspective, a woman's perspective of how, we had your back. I feel like through that episode, we had the backs of men. We weren't bashing them. We didn't say anything negative. I don't think so. I don't remember, to be honest, the full episode, but I know the whole point of the episode, the reason why I pushed for the episode so hard was because I do feel like men don't, they get a lot of crap and they don't get enough applause.
But what I also find interesting is you do know that you have a voice within this podcast. You just don't have a voice to step into this forum.
Right.
I just, and there's no offense, no harm, no foul with that statement being said. But I'm just going to say, this is a project that Lex and I started because we wanted to have these conversations that we were having between 2 best friends,
right,
and spread it with everyone else. But I mean, we are an open forum as far as if you thought something was wrong, call us out on it. You can DM us. You can send,
email. Tell
emails.
us at soyouweresaying.com. You guys, we have that email set up so that way you guys can actually share whatever it is that you want to share, and then we can share it here for you, and then you're still getting off what getting off your chest what you wanted to say, and then we still have the option to discuss it.
Right. And even some of these applications allow you to leave messages and comments.
Right.
You can always do it in a short text that way as well.
Absolutely.
So there's ways to vocalize without
and if you really want to vocalize, we are officially doing live podcasts on Instagram.
Oh, yes.
At so.youweresaying.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Feel free to tune in Fridays at 8:30 p.m. We will be there.
Yes. Call us out in person.
Call us out in person.
Look at you while you talk to me.
Right. All right. So we're going to move on to the next episode. Episode 4, there's a right time to be a parent. This was actually more of my thing.
Yes, it was.
A comment that I got was, you really about to hurt some feelings with this one. Y'all, I actually got that comment a few times. I wasn't trying to hurt anybody's feelings, okay? I was just telling y'all my own experience. And I was telling you, like, hey, you do your thing over there. I'm going to do my thing over here. And like it or not, that's just what it is. Take it or leave it.
Right.
Take it or leave it. But it wasn't intentionally towards anyone. But if the shoe fit, then it fit.
Ooh. She said what she said. I mean, we already knew, first of all, that we were going to be canceled. I'm actually surprised that I wasn't canceled as much as I thought I was going to be canceled for some of those commentaries.
Right.
But I think that just also has to do with the amount of traction that we were having at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I think had we released that episode
first,
now, I think we would have had a different response. I feel like we would have definitely heard the pipeline because I feel like we have more following, a little bit more traction now.
Yeah, probably
more canceled.
But
it's still
it is what it is. Like if you really feel that hurt, then you might want to look in the mirror and talk to yourself.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're stepping into episode 5. This is about to be a fight in the episode 5, guys. Don't be a wife before the ring.
Oh God.
So this one's for Lex. This is you right here. Because I got this comment so many times. So did we ever really find out what that 500 was for? Did you ask Penelope? Everybody wants to know.
Yes, you guys. It was not anything crazy.
Yeah, right. You lie. What was he buying?
He wasn't buying anything. I met up with his brother.
Who?
I can't give out that much detail. I met up with his brother and I gave the $500 to his brother, and Penelope gave me my $500 back when he actually got back into the state of, New York. So
I have a question. Yeah. Have I met this brother?
Yes.
Okay.
At my baby shower.
There was
actually, there were like a few of them here.
I was about to say, I was like,
one of the ones that was here was that one.
Is it the one that I think is cute? No, I'm just
Yes.
I don't know. You don't know which one.
I don't know.
It's interesting.
I mean, he doesn't have an ugly family, so they're all cute. I mean,
yes, no, they are. They're adorable.
Yeah,
but there's one more that draws my attention than the rest. But yeah, it's not your man though.
I hope not. He barely got my attention right now. I'm about to throw him away.
Girl, I can't. I love you, Penelope. It's Dora.
But yeah, guys, the $500 was for his family, and I got my money back. So no worries on that.
Don't worry, she ain't going to jail just yet.
But a sister held it down. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so here we go. Episode 6. The system is rigged.
Okay,
ooh, child, this was a big one.
Yeah, we're gonna read the comment that was shared on the page. It says, "Without taking a position on either, I don't believe child support and abortion can coexist. One or the other. If I gave you a child, I have the responsibility to support it. If it's a clump of cells, and this is in quotations, you guys.
This is verbatim.
Yes. That you alone have the right to terminate, then child support shouldn't exist." I'm going to reread that. "Without taking a position on either, I don't believe child support and abortion can coexist." Let's just dissect that part first.
Oh, God.
Yeah. All right.
Lex feels some type of way. She putting the cell phone up and down.
Talking with the hands. Yeah, I know I'm Hispanic and Black. Okay.
I got it from all sides.
Got it from all sides. I don't believe child support and abortion can coexist.
I don't necessarily agree with that statement.
Okay, I'm
sorry.
I just don't.
I don't see the correlation between the two.
Yeah.
Oh, you felt the same way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, girl, I got you.
I was like, what?
That doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't.
I'm like, what does a woman's right of choice of what she does with her body have to do
with child support?
Right. With a situation where a man and a woman decided to procreate.
And by decided, meaning that you knew what you was doing when you put your thing inside the thing
without wrapping
it up. Okay, there was no gift wraps, and Shorty had no. You couldn't. There was no return to sender. You already inserted, and things were put in place, and that's it. Okay,
we're proceeding from here.
Right,
forward. Like, go is only option.
You deal with it as it goes.
Yes, I don't understand. I didn't understand his correlation between both.
I don't know. It's just like ugh.
What's the second part?
The second part says, If I gave you a child, I have the responsibility to support. You just said it yourself. You just put your own head on the chopping block, okay? If I gave you a child, I have the right to support it. Ding, 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 ding. You're the winner.
Obvious, right. I mean, if there was nothing, and it all comes down to communication. If there was nothing spoken about where there was a seed that was going to be given without proper documentation stating that there was going to be parental waivers signed off, then therefore, yes,
it is your responsibility.
Correct. You didn't have that conversation. That was not the setup before. The whole thing is before
the thing went inside the thing. Like, this is the thing that you guys keep like misunderstanding,
right?
Is unless you had legal documentation stating that you were a sperm donor
right,
with zero responsibility to your clump of cells, as you say, then that clump of cells is your responsibility.
Correct.
And once, oh God, it gets me so upset. Can I breathe?
Breathe.
I'm gonna breathe.
The most.
It gets me so mad because I'm pro-choice.
Correct.
I am pro-choice.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that a woman should do what she wants with her body. I am not against you if you are for abortion. I am against an ignorant comment, though. And you saying that it's a clump of cells that you can terminate, it's not your responsibility, is so irritating to me, because it's already, yes, it's a life. Whether you take it or whatever, it's a life, but it's a life that is already, it's a part of you. Like, it came from you. That life came from you. It's not a clump of cells. That clump of cells has a heartbeat. So it's yours. It's your responsibility. Now, if you're talking about that you're going to discuss it with this individual about termination, that's a different story.
Right.
Because you have the option to discuss it with her and then go from there. If you guys agree to terminate, then you terminate. But that clump of cells is your responsibility.
I just feel like everything should be done. And again, that's why I'm saying you can't be willy-nilly with things that have such high importance in life. Like bringing a child. Like, I can't, that's why it's just, again, I don't judge. You have the lifestyle, whatever lifestyle you choose to have is fine. But in my head, it just doesn't make sense. Anytime that you have sexual intercourse with someone, there is a possibility that you can procreate.
Exactly.
Now, all conversations.
Or past STDs, but we ain't talking about that right now.
That too.
Just saying.
But season 2, just wait for it. But all I'm saying is the fact that we're not having these conversations about what if this, what if that, what is your stance on this?
Conversation, you know what it is too? But the conversations don't matter. Like, they matter to a degree, but once it's happened, it's happened. Because there are people who will have a conversation and then still renege on what was said prior to. And now, someone, whether it be the male or the female in the situation, is looking like boo-boo to fool because the other person they're backtracking what they said. Right? So if it's not legally documented, where I can go to a court and say, hey, I this is what was said beforehand, then it is your responsibility.
Right. But okay, I understand that part. But my whole thing is you have people that aren't having these conversations, and then they're also being reckless out in these streets.
Oh, well,
that's what I'm not understanding.
Yeah.
Because I can understand the whole reneging situation. That I have my own sentiment towards that. I'm like, okay, I feel some type of way about that as well. But what I'm saying is, if you're not having these conversations and you're being reckless, like my child, any child that does come here, guess what is your responsibility? Because you like failed one, failed twice, failed 3 times. There was like no passing grade. There's no way that you're going to average out those numbers. It's just going to be a fail. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. But sir,
yeah,
please.
That's how we feel.
Rethink that conversation.
Episode 7. Who pays for what?
Ooh, this was a beautiful comment that we got. So it says, love the dynamic your group shares. You are actively listening to one another and respect on another's differences. You are very knowledgeable women. Love the work you two create. Team 60-40. Or is it 40-60? Girl, it's 60-40. 60 his side, 40 my side. Whatever, haha. Looking forward to more content. Aw, yes. That's very sweet.
We just wanted to say thank you for the comment. Thank you for listening. We really do appreciate your support. And sis, 60-40.
Oh,
60-40 all the way.
60-40. Especially, no. We explain why. Feel some type of way.
Episode 8. The ladies of So You Were Saying.
Ooh, this was a comment from one of our close friends.
Go ahead.
And he was like, I didn't know that so many things went down in that office. Like, damn, I worked there and I didn't even know.
There's a few of y'all that feel like that.
Really?
There's a few of y'all.
You got that comment too?
That yeah, they were like, oh wow, all that was going down in the facility. I'm about to say the name. In the facility.
Wait, hold on. I want to know who said that.
Moving on.
No, wait, was that somebody that worked with you or for me? No.
Work with me. For me.
For you?
For the company under me. I don't like saying for me. They didn't work for me. I worked with them for the company.
But not never under
no.
my management.
No. Okay. No, under my management.
Well then.
Just that was funny.
Whatever.
Episode 9.
You'll never know. There's more.
I mean, you guys, there's a lot that went down in the facility.
It went down in the facility.
No, this is not down in the DMs. Okay.
Go ahead.
Episode 9, Physical Attractions, Part 1 and 2. Ooh, that's all you, sis.
Go ahead, ask the question, say what it is.
It's not all you. I will chime into that. But the little one, question mark.
Ooh.
Height, question mark. Feelings about the little one, height, question mark.
Yeah. I get this question a lot. So, okay, let's just clarify. The little one was not trying to kill the man. I love you, boo. 4'11". The gentleman is 4'11" that I'm speaking about. Originally, when I first met him, it was a shocker. I mean, I've never dated someone that was shorter than me. But honestly, his personality, who he was, the energy that he brought.
He is.
Oh, yes.
Well, he is alive.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Don't do him like that.
Who he is. I'm sorry, boo. But, he's not currently or in my life. So it's just like, I put everything in the past. But in essence, I love that man. Like, literally.
He is such a character.
I love that man. Give me some of this little one. I love it.
I wasn't ready.
But no, not in my...
Give me some of this little one.
Give me some of this little one. So let's just be
I'm gonna
honest.
be singing that now.
So the funny thing is just like he had such a great vibe that it's just like I could never see him as actually being 4'11". To me, he was like 6'5" because he carried.
He brought that big energy.
I'm done.
It really be like that.
No,
though.
But he did. He had such a presence to him that it was just like so. Oh my goodness, you just wanted more. And honestly, like he's one of those ride or die, support you in whatever you do type of individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all, if some of y'all have seen my IG page, some of those pictures were taken by little one.
Yes, they were.
And one of the very nice ones.
Yes, I know.
The best ones.
Yes, it was.
That blue one.
That
with
blue bathing suit.
In the jacuzzi.
With the back out. Ew.
Ow, ow, ow. So that one little one took for me. And I love you, boo. Whenever, like, there's never any bad blood between him and I. That man can do no wrong in my eyes. I mean, it was unfortunate that it didn't work out because honestly, I think we could have definitely been a great dynamic and a great power couple, but it is what it is. And God knows why he shifts things the way that they are.
Sometimes it's just, aren't right. That's
exactly. Right man, wrong timing.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about them little people. I love them, but we go move on. I'm not gonna go too much into that.
She didn't share that tea.
No, we're gonna leave that tea where it's at.
Exactly where
it's at. All right, episode 10.
Ooh, we're moving right along. Let's go. We have a couple comments.
Episode 10, Your Parents Ruined You. First comment says, self-awareness is one thing I have learned. My past no longer controls me. Yes, it hurt me for years and it hurt my children, But I will say, for those who are experiencing these feelings in life, seek help, go to counseling. It helps. Love, Mom.
Oh,
right. I was like,
oh, she called.
Yeah, right. I was like, she called me after, or actually, I think it was like right after she finished listening to the episode, and she was just like, there was nothing wrong with what you said. Cause I called her. I was like, listen, go listen to it. I don't really know. I know we did speak beforehand, but
right. Just to make sure she was
make sure you're okay with it. It's still early. I can take it down.
Exactly.
Let me know. And she said, no. I left the comment like there was nothing wrong with you said. And she goes, make sure you tell Dora, like, I don't take anything offensive. There's nothing that she said that was wrong. Those are her views, and everything is fine. And I learned from this. And listen, like I said, my mom has come a very long way, you guys. Very long way.
We love you, Mama Lex. I would say your name, but I can't. Boo.
Right. Let's leave it there. Mama Lex.
So the second one says, girl, let me tell you, I cried so much because I didn't know you were going through that. I remember partying with you and seeing you drink, and I never knew it was that bad. I felt so bad. Why didn't I see if you was okay? Shake my head. This episode really got to me. Cry emoji.
Yeah, that came from a friend of mine. And I've known her for years now. We're not close friends, but close enough.
Right.
Right. And we did used to party all the time. Like it was a whole crew of us that would always party. And at that time, I was really just always drunk. Like I told you guys, it was a rough thing, but nobody knew. Like no one would have known because I wasn't sharing that. I wasn't as expressive about it then as I am now, for sure. And then if you found out while I was drunk, it was probably because before I got drunk, I was already emotionally triggered. And then the alcohol just kind of enhanced that. And I was crying my eyes out and pouring out my feelings. There have been a lot of secrets spilled while I was drinking, just, but no one would have known. So I love the comment though. I really do appreciate it. I actually know she listens to this podcast faithfully. So I love you, but don't feel bad. You wouldn't have known. No one really knew. And I'm a lot better. Like,
oh wait, is this the one? This is the person
that you asked me about earlier.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Hey boo, it's Dora.
So yeah.
I love you too. I followed.
Right? Go follow.
I followed.
But yeah, no one would have known, and it just is my life.
Oh boy.
It's my life.
That was a rough episode.
It was a rough episode. Last comment from that same episode. And this is exactly what I was waiting for. Hand emoji, raising hand emoji some more. I'm so glad you finally opened up about your life and your personal struggles, because there's people out here who feel the exact same way and went through the same thing. Clapping hands, hearts. I love all the emojis.
Yes, ma'am. She said, I'm here for it.
It's funny because I got a lot of people actually tell me that, like, wow, like you finally, for the people who did know, it was like you finally told people. And for the people who didn't know, it was like, oh my God, like this all went down. And I'm just like, yup. Yup. But you guys, the whole point of us making this podcast, was to share our experiences and to talk about the things that people don't want to talk about. And it's because we've slowly but surely conquered and are conquering these parts of our lives that have happened, that we're able to share them with you guys. And we want to continue to do that. So with that being said, thank you for joining us in our season 1 recap. That wrapped it up.
Yes.
I'm so proud of us, man.
I really am as well. It's crazy.
Woman, my bad.
It's fine. Some of the things that oh my goodness. It's crazy. I remember when podcasting or creating a podcast was just a thought. When I recorded those first couple of episodes for my solo venture that never were released, thankfully so.
I listened to them.
But she's like, I listened to them. But in essence, it's just crazy to see. It's definitely about timing. I feel like it's definitely about timing. That would have not been.
We weren't ready.
No, we weren't.
Not individually, not our friendship. Like, we weren't ready.
Right. We were not.
And I feel like now it's just, I'm telling you, when they say God be on time, okay? Drop it like a dime, he on time. He's on time.
He definitely is. He definitely is.
Because it was the perfect, I feel like it was exactly what we needed and what we needed to give. Like what we needed to get and what we needed to give all at the same time.
Right.
If that makes any sense to anybody listening.
Yes. We've been through enough hurdles to be able to comment, but we're not perfectly okay 100%.
Right.
To still be a work in progress.
I feel like everyone will always be a work in progress, no matter how much you heal and you know, how much you work on yourself. Your journey of self-evolution and self-love and self, you know, togetherness is forever.
Right. No, you're very right. But I think back then I was still struggling with a lot of other underlying things that I've come to terms with more now. Not perfectly, but it's just I've definitely come into who Dora is now.
Well, you've gone through a lot. Oh, FYI, you guys, if you do not follow us on IG, go follow us because Dora spilled some tea on our live podcast last week that you're going to want to know because it's going to make a big impact on season 2. That's all I'm saying.
It's going to make a big impact on how you see me speak on all these episodes. I should have released this day one.
Should have. She wasn't ready, though. She wasn't ready. I was shocked that she did it on live.
It's there.
It's there. So if you guys want to go see it, just go to so.youweresaying on Instagram and hit the follow button, turn notifications on because we will be going live not every Friday, but every other Friday at 8:30 p.m.
Well, actually, let's just fix that because we're actually going to be live podcasting every Friday until Thanksgiving. So the next couple of Fridays are actually going to be in the month of November. We're going to be live because we're going to take a hiatus while we create this content for our actual podcast. Season 2.
So we will see you guys on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Podbean, on Amazon Music, on Spotify, on Apple Podcast, and am I forgetting one? Facebook. Boom.
It's like, there's a lot. We're everywhere. Facebook. Yes.
Yes. Follow us on all the social media accounts. Catch us live on Instagram until we get back on to here where you can listen to the weekly podcast every Friday. Thank you for listening. Have a great night.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.